that people want to gather together. It's impossible to find a ticket for any concert. But it's not only about concert, it's about festival, it's about conferences, it's about exhibitions. And the point is that it's happening now. The real question is why and why now? There is a global, more important big shift that is happening, and our industry is at the center of this moment. Historians already call this moment the hyper-isolation era. We work alone, we commute alone, we also eat alone, because that's the luxury today, to go in a retreat without the technology. Be free, connect again with yourself, because we are losing. Guys, if we have -18, please let's be clear, we're going to die. Then the disaster, and we came back, bam, +10. I honestly believe the future are in-person experiences. To do this, as TRS, we want to propose you a new framework. Let's start from now. What is happening now in the in-person experience? It's clear. Also this event, every event that people want to gather together. It's impossible to find a ticket for any concert. I have my daughters that every time say, why don't we go there? Forget it, no way. And we all remember Coldplay, but I can do any other example. But it's not only about concert, it's about festival, it's about conferences, it's about exhibitions, it's about visitor attraction, it's about the number of the people that want to gather inside of aqua park. And the point is that it's happening now. And obviously, as a research, the real question is why and why now? Yes, and I can say, it's a bubble, it's good and everything, but actually, there are some elements that I would like to share with you, because I feel that having a framework of reasoning would help us on our strategy to make the in-person experience stronger and better in the future. And together, we will co-create these future experiences. So what we have seen clearly is that the growth of social network from 2006, Facebook, it's very linear and correlated for the growth of the in-person experiences. If you see the growth of your event, any exhibition, your visitor attraction, it's very growing as much as the growth of the social network. So the point here is very clear. We use two words, social network, as every time it happens, when there's something new that is coming. And as human, we use the past words that can represent the best, the new words. My favorite philosopher is Ludwig Wittgenstein. And he says something that for all of us, that we are the architect of the experience, have to be clear in mind. The limit of our world is based on the limits of our words. And this is a classical example, social network. It's everything, but it's not social. It's a network, yes, but network for what? Because what we see today, it's a huge disconnection. So the growth of social network doesn't make much more sociality or social people. No, there is a huge disconnection. And on the other side, we have this growth, incredible growth of human gathering and in-person gathering. And the reality is that historians already call this moment the hyper-isolation era. We work alone. We commute alone. We also eat alone. And we spend the most of our time scrolling down a phone, trying to find a sense of fulfillment, that we don't have it from here. So we have to remember that what is happening is not only because we are great on what we are doing. There is a global, more important big shift that is happening, and our industry is at the center of this moment. And apart from this, we have to remember something probably as important as the fact that we are in the hyper-isolation era. COVID-19. It happened 5 years ago. And I know some of you are still have post-traumatic syndrome, so I will show some picture if you don't want to watch it. And for all of us in our industry, it's still something that we don't want to see. But there was a moment in which concerts were canceled. Empty venue. Theme parks, it's finished, it's done. We will have virtual reality. Exhibition, only online. The point is that, and I will never, ever thanks COVID in my life. Never. But it's because of COVID that many things change in terms of the perception of all of us, but we are inside of the industry. Outside of us, there is a huge different perception of what we call the in-person experiences. And I want to show you here probably the most sophisticated users of in-person experiences, what I call beneficiaries. In exhibitions, we have many beneficiaries, visitors, guests, attendees, but the most important one are exhibitors. Very demanding, because they put a lot of money to attend with their little house inside of a large space to connect with other people. And what we have seen, and this is our clear data, the exhibitors' KPI overall, as a research company, most of you know that we standardize 4 main questions about all the exhibitions that we work around the world. We're talking about 1,000 of exhibitions, and this data comes from hundreds of thousands of exhibitors. And this is very clear for me. Sorry, a lot of number. I'm the guy of the number. But the overall satisfaction from the most critical and the most sophisticated beneficiaries, the exhibitors of large exhibition and everything, in 2017, in terms of satisfaction, was 3.51, 3.50, 3.55. Then the disaster disappeared, we don't have data, nothing. And then we come back, 3.8. Oh, wow, I remember the day. I speak with some of the leaders in the room. They say, hey, it could be maybe a bubble, but what's going on? After 2 years that we don't meet, maybe the satisfaction is bigger. But then we start to see also all the other numbers. Likelihood of return, very flat. And if I can mention Andrea, we have worked years on this. Andrea Piccin, the previous partner of GRS, we remember it was very stable. But when we wake up after COVID, bam! Over 4. In a scale from 1 to 5, 4.8. It's huge. And if it's not enough, Net Promoter Score. Guys, you know Net Promoter Score, right? I remember this period, I was traveling, I was lucky enough to be invited sometimes to speak in some conference, and I say, guys, if we have minus 18, please, let's be clear, we're going to die. Not everybody. But minus 80 means that we have much more detractors of the people that pay our salary instead of promoters. Will not last a lot. Then the disaster, and we came back, bam, plus 10. Do you know when you see a jump from minus 14 to plus 10 if you are a researcher? It's a nightmare. Because you are sure that you make a mistake. And then you try to understand, okay, but let's see next year. Okay, plus 8. Plus 7, 2025, we're wrapping the number. It's plus 7. It's changed the perception. It's changed the perception from the most difficult one, and you see the importance, very stable, and now boom, up. So we have to be aware that this room need to know that there is a different feeling on what we do. And actually, I have to be honest, I feel it here. I'm super proud, but I also think that it's not because only of us. It's because there is a need of connection between you. This is why you are here, because we want to co-create. And for me, if I can share to you what could be in the future, many important futurists, I'm not, I'm just someone that tried to share his thought, use the luxury industry as an example of prediction of what would be the next luxury, because the luxury will become a norm. And if we think about a few years ago, Maybe the luxury was to own a car. Oh no, maybe before, to own a house. To have your own house. And then to have something to move around. Maybe a horse. And then a car. And then a luxury car. And then the reality is that you want more. You would like to have your kids to study. That was the luxury. The possibility to take your first plane and see another country and do a little bit of tourism, right? So this is not for the same everywhere in the world for every people. But just to be quite clear, I think in this room, none of us would consider this luxury. But a few years ago, having a car was a luxury. 2 cars was a miracle. So what is the luxury today? If you really want to think or see that that person is super rich, super luxuriant people, the top of the top of the top, you have to find a person that is able to stay 1 week without a phone, without WhatsApp, without email, without computers. Wow. Do you know that people? That people must be another level. Because that's the luxury today, to go in a retreat without the technology. Be free. Connect again with yourself, because we are losing our internal connection. We think that we are a body with a mind. It's not only. It's body, mind, soul. All of this now, because this hyper-isolation make us quite difficult to understand what is going to happen. And for me, if you ask me, the future of luxury is the in-person experience. It will be so difficult to find the time, to travel, to meet with other people. It will be so expensive, to travel around and everything. And have those moments where we can really connect to each other. I honestly believe the future are in-person experiences, where we not only connect outside, but thanks to this, we reconnect with ourselves inside. Because it's difficult to meet each other. Just for let you know, this is also how I sell to my mother that we don't meet a lot. So I just say, just to make it clear. But in any case, apart from this, sorry, I just disrupt my whole flow. But what I'm saying is that luxury is in person. Moment like this will be difficult in 3 to 5 years to have all of you, this level of people in the same place. And it's our responsibility, my responsibility first, responsibility is not to waste your time. And if you ask me what I see in the future, I see that the new venues that are coming, DC, the new way of building events, much more green, festival, we will hear later in the afternoon what are the developing elements that are coming, exhibition, it will be more green, more human to human and connecting and everything. And the point is that with the AI and the technology that is coming, we will be able to co-create more. Every single experience will be a co-creation. It's no more me speaking, it's all of us co-creating. And I really, really think that this would have to become a pillar in what we are creating. Because even if we don't want, we are the architects of the future experiences. Here, in this room, we are architects of the future. And just to be clear, we're not talking about furniture. We're not talking about, clothes and everything, because in that case, maybe we'll think about Milan, Italy, I don't know. We're not talking about food or wine, so maybe we're talking about friends. We're talking about experience. This is UAE. It's based on this. Dubai is the epicenter of the city, of the experience. So these architects should share their thoughts. And for me, again, the point is that we need to think that thanks to the AI, we will be able to co-create together. But warning. Warning. Please, warning. Because the race of machine and the AI is bringing the world in a completely different experience. Soon, very soon, and it's not if or not, it's when, I know I will receive a phone call from one of my daughters, Emma or Elena, asking for something, rushing everything. I will see her. And I will be not able to understand if she's true or not. All the deep fake that we will see around, everything that is happening all around, it's already here. And I just want to let you know, just a personal thing, with my wife, Elisa, and my daughters, we already have decided our family password. Yes, we already entered in that world, that we need to have a password to understand if the person that I see on the other side of the screen is real or not. So this is where and why I think all of us have a responsibility. Because I have the incredible pleasure of having two daughters, 13 and 11. And I see that they are growing up in a different way than me. But all that we are doing, connecting people, reconnecting with ourselves, creating in-person experience, is not really only about transactional element. It's not about revenues. It's building the future of humanity. And we have to take this as our mission, our responsibility. Because it's in the place that we co-create, the people will elevate personally, professionally for sure, but as human. And there's something that I think I discover, thanks for some people here in the room, that I want to share with you, if you want, what I really believe is the real secret power of in-person experiences. So, again, to connect with the inside of ourselves, if you just want to close the eyes, 1 second, sit a little bit better, it will be fast. We will do 2 long breaths in, then we stop, breath out, and then a second one. So just put your feet in your hand. We will do it all together. Close your eyes, feel that you are in the ground. And if you want, just follow me. A big breath. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Slow out. A second one together. In. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Slow out. So when you want, you can reopen your eyes. Welcome back. Presence. This is what we are really able to do when we are together. The presence of this moment, the presence of now. And to do this, we need to reconnect with ourselves. So, just to finish, what's the next for the in-person experience industry? So from our point of view, as a research company, we think that experience is no more enough. Experience means present, this beautiful moment of attention, of being here, that need to create connection first inside of you and then with all the other, that have to have a meaning that will leave you a transformation. So we try here, we will try everything today, and probably not everything will go in the right direction. But what we want to share with you is that it's no more about the experience. It's the transformation factor of having someone flying from all over the world for an exhibition or coming to a concert and everything. It's not only about what is happening during the experience. For me now, it's thinking about what after the experience. Is it worth it? Because we are going to compete with wonderful screen, fantastic glasses, and our sofa in the room. So that's our competition in the future. So we really need to understand and put together the mix to make it really worth it. So to do this, as GRS, we want to propose you a new framework. A framework that has 4 E. Maybe someone know me personally. I'm a little obsessed about E. Enrico, Elisa, Elena, and Emma. And also the framework is with E. Very fast. Entertainment, emotional impact. Drive happiness, inspiration, and optimism. Education, fundamental education. It's the base for a personal growth. So drives learn something new, help grow as a person. We are always that person. ECAPSI is not only I see it, I co-create it. You are not here just to hear me, and I stop now. You are co-created. You will co-create it, and also share, eventually also vulnerability, because we are all in the same situation, inside the same body. It's painful, we know. And then, obviously, empowerment. The meaning drives connect something bigger. That's the point. And yes, before I forget, because this is quite important and very embarrassing, but I promise I've started to be on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm doing every week a video about this content and everything. So if any one of you would like to have other thoughts like the one that I do, you can find me on YouTube or on LinkedIn. And it's fun because many of you thanks me and say, I never thought about queuing in this way, because I really try to see the thing in a different way.